Welcome back. In the last video, you became a this surgeon, mastering the three special tools call, apply, and bind. You now know how to manually control it. But that left us with a huge question. We keep using this inside the class constructor. But where did this come from in the first place? What is the magic behind the new keyword that just creates it? Today, we are pulling back the curtain. You are about to demystify this in object-oriented JavaScript. When you write const myCar equals new car, you are not just calling a function, you are triggering a 4-step magic trick in the background. Step 1. JavaScript creates a brand new empty object. Step 2. This is the most important one. It sets this keyword to point to that new object. So, inside the constructor, when you write this dot value, you are just adding a value property to that new object. Step 3. It links the new object's prototype. The prototype is a huge topic for another day. But this is the magic link that gives our object all its methods, like the .drive method defined in the class. And step 4, it automatically returns this, the new object for us. That is how myCar gets its value. So that this inside a constructor isn't some strange magical thing. It's literally just a brand new object that new keyword just created for us. So I hope the constructor makes sense now. But what about when we call a method on that instance? Look at this drive function. When we call mycar.drive, what rule from our video 1 does this look like? Think about it. It's rule 1, the chameleon. It's a regular function being called with a dot. mycar.drive. It's being called on mycar. So our chameleons this just becomes mycar. It's that simple. This feels easy, right? So where does it break? The same place it always breaks, the callbacks. Let's bring back our old enemy, the event listener. But this time with a more realistic example. Imagine you are building a dashboard. You have a method, check server, that you want to run when the button is clicked. We pass that method to the event listener. We are passing the function, not calling it. The chameleon leaves the object. When the user clicks, the browser calls the function, but the browser sets this to the button element. Our chameleon lands on the button. But here is the crash. The method tries to call this dot log status, but the button doesn't have the log status function, so it throws a type error. This isn't a new problem. It is the same problem from video 1, just in a new context. And the fixes, they are the same too. Let's quickly review the two of the best ways. First, the classic ways to use our tool from video 3, .bind. We do this inside the constructor. We override the method with a new version that is super glued to the current instance. It works, but it's a lot of boilerplate code if you have many buttons. The modern way is to change how we define the method. We change it into a class field arrow function. Why does this work? Because it is a photograph. This function is created on the specific instance when the object is made. It takes the snapshot of that specific instance immediately and binds this. It doesn't matter who calls it later. The photo is already developed. And that's it. The magic of new is just 4 simple steps. You have now mastered the objects, callbacks, special tools, and the classes in the context of this. You have mastered 99% of this. So what's missing? What exactly is the final 1%? In our final video, we are taking the final boss, the weird tricky scenarios that bite even senior developers. What is the real difference between strict and non-strict mode, and what happens when you nest arrow functions, and how do we prove scientifically that arrow functions are actually photographs? You have come this far. It is a time to finish this. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the finale. See you there. Till then, happy coding.